When they first saw the creature in the left fork of the hall, they had openly laughed at it. The squad's leader had gone as far as to imitate it, dancing back and forth in a mock replication of the thing's strange behavior. By the time the raiders had finished their meal, they were ready for some more entertainment, and it was obvious this would be suitable for a few minutes of their attention before they could regroup with the other squads heading for the engine and the bridge. Their pack generally liked to go find those few that were on their own and chase them down or challenge them. Generally, it was the first option. Their bloodlust usually got the better of them, but for the sport of it, they often gave their secondary victims a chance. It was usually a small one, but it always made the kill more satisfying. Many of them casually whipped out their heavy blades as they argued who could advance first. The things were designed for both one-handed and two-handed use, a weapon with a double-sided edge. As the leader swung his in a lazy arc, he stared at the strange ship beast and considered his options. The creature was unlike any he had ever seen before. No claws, no tentacles or thrashing tail, not a single primal weapon seemed to be on its lightly haired body. It was actually the most unintimidating ship beast the pirate had ever seen. To make it seem even less dangerous, it simply stood there, bobbing back and forth in some strange defensive mannerism, likely too scared to advance. Pity was not an emotion pirates felt often, but in this case it almost seemed reasonable. Damn thing obviously didn't have any rational clue what fate was waiting for it. Pity aside, behind the creature was their next meal, and it was already bleeding and terrified. Prey always tasted better when it was terrified. This was common knowledge. So there was no two ways about it that Ship Beast needed to be removed. The pirate focused its many eyes upon the two white-rimmed ones on the Ship Beast's head and issued a challenge to the stupid creature. It simply stared back in concentration. Not even a cry of acknowledgement announced it understood it was about to die.
"This creature must be frozen in terror,"
the raider chortled to its fellows, letting out a long, gurgling laugh.
"It barely moves at all. Even its eyes won't budge."
Behind him a chortle announced the largest of their raiding pack was stepping forward. Quetzal the Slayer had come to the front. As his three-digit feet stepped over what remained of the fallen prey, he drew a sword from its back and began to whip it through the forms. He towered above the rest of the pack, a trait seen only in the most bloodthirsty of their kind. It meant he had killed and eaten his nestmates upon hatching and grown stronger as the sole recipient of nutrients. It meant he had the most dominant of the predatory instincts. Individuals such as Quetzal were rare among their species as their bloodlust.